Welcome to part 4 of chapter 1 lectures. And before we start the actual lecture, I wanted to point out that I had neglected to point out to you um, figure 1.8, Why Use Technology? And it's a summary of the other charts that we had already looked at. It brings all those things that we concluded lecture 3 with into one nice chart. So you might want to look that over. We're going to move on here to the history of educational technology, and it shows us that the two characteristics that shape the direction that technology is going in educational technology. One, resources available at a given time in the evolution of technology, and two, the combination of current societal influences, educational trends and priorities, economic factors, and company marketing initiatives. So let's take a look at both of these. What is shaping the current climate of technology and education? And we'll move on to the technology resources, hardware and software. This is on page 18, figure 1.9 in your book. Let's look at this educational technology tree of knowledge. This gives a graphical overview excuse me, of like resources available for teachers to use, from the types of equipment to the applications and software up in the branches and the leaves. Now if you also look at figure 1.10 on the next page and onto page 20, this shows that computer equipment can be arranged or configured various ways, each suited to supporting specific types of integration strategies. So if you look at the top of the chart there, and then down the left hand side you have the types of facilities, like all labs, special purpose labs, like some schools may have music labs for recording MIDIs. And there may be a lab that's strictly for remediation for chapter students. Or they may have a lab just designated for teacher instruction. And then there's the cows, or the computers on wheels. These are mobile computers. And on the next page, we have whole labs that can be wheeled. These might be handheld or laptops that are on carts. You also have classroom workstations, maybe 2 to 5 computers in a classroom and a printer. And sometimes like pods in classes may share the printer or share other peripherals. Then of course you have standalone classroom computers where there may be just one computer per classroom. Back on page 19 you can see that the uses are given in a column, the benefits, and then the limitations. We'll move away from hardware onto software, and there's 3 kinds there. There's instructional software, productivity software, and administrative software. And this book will basically focus on the instructional and the productivity software. There's other textbooks that deal with administrative software, like maintaining test scores or grades and attendance, that kind of thing. But not this textbook. Now we're going to move away from hardware and software onto the issues shaping today's technology. These are societal, educational, cultural, and equity legal and ethical. This starts at page 18, and if you look at the statement given at the top there, it says that one reason that teaching is so challenging is that it occurs in an environment that mirrors and sometimes magnifies some of society's profound and problematic issues. And you, as classroom teachers, of course, know this. You're not working with an ideal student that comes in. You've got the student whose parents are using drugs, or the student's using drugs, or grandparents are raising them, or they're homeless, or they didn't have a breakfast that morning. So all the issues of society are brought into the classroom, and they have their implications for technological trends in education. There's some wonderful charts there that describe this. If you look on page 21, figure 1.11, these are the current societal trends that are shaping today's technology. And they are the economic conditions, such as budget, and you definitely know that we've been in a budget crunch with the rising price of gas in our own families, in our state, in our cities, and in our country. There's also the anti-technology positions, and they give you in that chart some good articles that you might want to read, some URLs, and some that you would also have to locate in the library. And then, of course, with the No Child Left Behind Act is also a societal trend that is influencing technology. We're going to stop there, and I ask you to go to Part B of this Part 4 screencast for Chapter 1. And if this has been a little bit bumpy and a few little spaces in there, it's because I'm having to re-record this because the audio was not good and my files were too big to upload to YouTube. So I hope you still got some good information off of this.